Okay, welcome back to more Vampire Survivors. If you're new here, all of these parts are very separated based off of whatever character we're playing. Uh, so, in this part, we're playing as Shanoa. So, I have been told a few things. Apparently, her weapon is not all that great. But before we do that, we need to do one thing. And that is type in Forbidden Box. Um, and we are going to exit this. Oh, okay. Let's quit this. So, dare to cast the spell Forbidden Box. There, we did it. We're done. No, we're not quite done. I guess we need to actually start a mission with Shanoa in order to trigger her. And I guess we'll start off with hyper mode as well, since apparently there's no reason not to play with it. So, let's try this again. Oh, does that probably unlocks the actual stage, doesn't it? Okay, let's see if we can find it in here. Or do I have to type it in every time I want to play? Okay, it is here. Cool. It's all over the place, this part. Ah! I always forget how fast everything is here. Base direct. Let's take Rune Tracer, because from my understanding, the entire point of this place is that it's a box that's just locked off, or shut off, and you gotta kill a bunch of enemies in order to proceed. Problem is I can't get to the gems that are right there. Interestingly, we did not get an arcana to start off with. I'm gonna take ebony. And we'll try for each ones. Okay, I think that meant that the door opened for us. It did. I'm trying to get some XP so we can actually do stuff. Santa water is fine. Ooh, there's our arcana. Okay, so we're looking for slash, I think, which is that one. Cool. So yeah, let's go for that one. Apparently and this is just what I've been told from one of my Vampire Survivors informants. Is that slash is probably the best one. Try and increase critical damage. Alucard Sorb. Yeah, sure. Let's go for it. I'm always open to try different things here. Yeah, I don't remember if we actually ended up getting the shield when we played Alucard. Okay, that's the next door. So basically every door will open with an extra 100 enemy deaths. Alright, so we're holding out for Peach 1 at this point. And the bosses are supposed to be extremely weak, I think. Actually, probably weaker than the enemies themselves. Alucard Sword is not helping out too much because we gotta keep moving. with this giant horde of enemies here. We do want to evolve the Confidor, but I guess I don't really know what we need to do that with. It only has 6 slots, which is interesting. Unless... No, it does seem like it can evolve. Okay, it might be one of those ones where you just need to level it up a bunch. That seems to be the case. This feels like it's about to wear off. I suspect the next one that we get is going to have to be something that either helps us with our health or gives us more lives, because should be getting close to the next open door. Try and pick up some of this XP that we missed. Pumarola is tempting, especially if we don't need Pumarola for, or don't need something for the Peach one, Ebony Wings combo, and the sword. Both of our swords. So yeah, let's go with Pumarola. I think we're going to appreciate having... I know we're kind of going the wrong way here, but this is free XP that's just kind of sitting here otherwise. And it kind of draws the horde up so that we can try and squeeze through. Let's go with the Confidor. Yeah, these enemies are a little on the tough side compared to the boss that I think just KO'd after coming in contact with, like, one thing. Take more rune tracers, because rune tracers are good in close quarter combat like this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, we really needed like a one-up direction type of weapon. Trying to stay kind of in the hallway and let Rune Tracer do its thing is seems like a good idea to me. I was going to say nothing's... more than likely nothing's going to come to us here. Yeah, let's take a wake. Just for safety precaution. Unfortunately, the Alucard sword is not very helpful in this map. I am now realizing. It's fine, but it's... Try and get out of this. Ow. That hurt. Let's go back and see if we can pick up any loose XP. Did you guys see that too? It was yeah, it's a random eye. What? That was weird. I mean, it's like, that's nothing new for Castlevania-related stuff, but I just found it interesting. Let's keep going with Confidor, because we do need to evolve it, or at least I want to evolve it. Oh, jeez. That's a lot of enemies. So we can draw them away from the exits. Okay, that must have been the next door. I was hoping to find some health drops here. That must be the boss. No, I guess that's not the boss, it's just an enemy. Ooh, 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 ooh. Say that thing feels like it's about to wear off again. Darn, there's a chest up there that I can't get to right now. Grab you. Alright, Pumarola, I guess, is fine. Hopefully, I don't know how long this stage is, unfortunately. Let's take Ebony Wings, although I feel like Pumarola may have been the better choice, given that health seems to be something we kind of need. There's way more enemies there than I was expecting. Yeah. I'm assuming that little slashy slash animation is what her attack is. Let's go with Confidor again. I want to try and use this Fire Breath attack to its fullest. Grab this before it gets encased in enemies. Yeah, and true to form, the Alacarb sword, which I think is what one of those fire breath things fell on the ground. It'd be so nice to get that. Okay, we should be allowed to evolve this. Nice. I don't know how much better that really is, but you know. Just hit 1,000. Now the enemies are going to get far more dangerous. Yeah, unfortunately, Ebony Wings aren't really all that great unless you have the Peach ones and you can evolve them. Reducing how often it happens definitely helps as well. I don't know if there's anything that we can actually evolve right now, but I guess just take it. I think we do need to get out of here. Let's keep going with Rune Tracers, because Rune Tracers are very good in these narrow hallways. Still one of the most interesting runs was defeating the Red Death with the Rune Tracer method. Forget what the... Jeez. Okay, we're safe. Get away from me, you giant freak. Yeah, these enemies have a lot more health than normal. Rather use that for later. Some of them away where I make a mad dash. Aw, you jerks. I was right there too. Okay. Well, this is why we took the one that gives us the extra life. I'd rather not use that roast beef just yet. Trying very hard to conserve those in case I need them while I'm running through enemies. Laurels might not be a bad choice at this point, since it doesn't seem like we're going to get the peach ones. So, although considering how the last run went, Alucard Spear might also be kind of fun. And it would probably help with the amount of enemies. I don't know. This is a tough one, because ultimately we just need to defeat 1,665 enemies in order to unlock the final door and get there. What is going to give us the best chance of survival here? Laurels might give us more of a chance of not dying while running through enemies, which seems to be the tactic that I have to use. So, as much as I would like to use the Alucard Spear, and if I could, like, transfer the points of one thing into another, I'd probably get rid of the peach ones and put it into this. That being said, I think Laurels might just be your better bet at the moment. Let's use the Flame Breath to try and weaken up some of these guys. Nice. That's what you like. Yes. Let's go with that, because that gives us the most immediate benefit. Yeah, let's go with Tiramisu. Because ultimately, I'm mostly just concerned about surviving at this point. I'd like to complete the run with Shanoa, because that will allow us to get Maria, so I don't have to play with her again just to unlock Maria. I think overall this was the best choice for right now. Oh. The only downside is I just ate up all of our food. We're not going to survive winters, you guys. I'm sorry. At least we're not dying of dysentery, right? Is there anything that we can evolve? Not really, so we might want to hold off on using that for right now. Oh boy. Yeah. We're probably gonna die here. Yeah, it's alright. Try and get out of that would be nice. We are getting close. Yeah, Tiramisu. I think we should take that. Go with Rune Tracer. His damage is still very important here, even if the enemies themselves are getting kind of dangerous. Jeez. Anything? No? Okay. Alright, we probably shouldn't be going any farther up, because it's just going to make it harder to get back. Man, that sucked. Ooh. What? That didn't work? And also my chest got stuck in the wall. It's annoying. Huh, the pro chopped off. Yeah, these guys do not go down very easily. I suppose that's the whole thing with this level, right? Is that the enemies are just overtuned. Makes it really hard to actually pick up XP too. They're constantly in the way. Yeah, the Alucard spear or Alucard sword is not the best here. Would not recommend it for future advice. Yeah, let's definitely go with Trapdoor because that's just free XP. Oh, did all the enemies stop? I guess we reached our threshold, maybe? That must have been why. Versus not gonna give me my one weapon. Fine, I'll take the Rune Tracer. I wanted that so that I could get it leveled up and whatnot. Maybe try and evolve it would be nice. That looks like our special item, I guess. Oh, the time has stopped too. Okay, interesting. Urcaso enables the unlocking and activation of Darkanas. Okay. Okay, time has restarted. An extra treasure boss spawns every minute. The treasure it carries might occasionally contain arcanas and random passive weapons. Interesting. Okay, I guess they didn't want you, like, wasting the entire time of the rest of the stage trying to get the item. But it did give us a chance to actually pick up all that XP that had been laying around without having to worry about enemies, which was nice. I don't know how much longer this stage actually is. I imagine it's probably 20 minutes. I had to guess, maybe 15. Finding another proton bomb, though, would be real swell. Anything that we can evolve? Not really. We'll take one of these, just to say. Problem is, they spawn behind me as well. It's really annoying. They're dropping reds, though, which is nice to see. This is gonna hurt. Thank you, Laurels. Okay, I would really like this. Thank you for giving it to me like how I wanted. For you. I was gonna say, are you a boss? It's just rude to block the entranceway like that. Okay, it must be 20 minutes. We're good. Yeah, I think Laurels were definitely the right choice. The fact that we could then just run through the enemies without losing over half of our health is pretty great. Alright, so we now evolved it to the Melio Confidor. Yeah, the problem is we gotta be close to the enemies. Oh, this is a directional one too now? Oh. That's not fun. Not in not in this stage. Where I constantly will have to turn around in order for it to actually do its thing. Yeah, like, I don't know how I feel about directional weapons. They can be helpful, don't get me wrong. They are important if that's the direction you need to go. But when you're constantly having to run away from enemies because they're just too strong to actually take out in one shot, they can be pretty annoying. So, I don't know if we need to fully level this thing up in order to get any particular achievement. I don't know what achievements are tied with this character, other than we need to we need to win the stage with her in order to get Maria. Do we want to go for that? I guess. There's nothing else that we desperately need to evolve at this point. Evolutions are just nice perks at this point in the run. When it actually hits, it's pretty great. Does a fair amount of damage. Shoot, I did not mean to pick that one. Whoops. I should have waited a few more seconds to let that get fully on the screen. Let's re-roll, see if we can grab. Santa water is fine, I guess. I really wish these walls would actually block the enemies rather than just letting them walk right through them. Because some, like, I feel like that happens occasionally, where certain walls will actually block enemies. Or at least certain enemies, maybe. It's not going to give me what I'm looking for. You can go with sand water. We can maybe get this evolved here very shortly. Now it gives me when I could get the Santa water. Ah, game trolling me like usual. Okay. Alright. Sure. That works. Feels like it always gives you the thing you don't want right when you need something else. Oh yeah, the a la carte sword. Honestly, just go for the Laurels right now. Let's see if we can get through this. Because there's a couple of chests down here. Yeah, let's do that so that we can evolve it. The Bora's a pretty nice weapon, I feel at least. I guess, I don't know. Still really like to, yeah. I'd really like to get the Confidor all the way leveled up. Probably shouldn't be wasting the chest like this, but oh well. They seem to be dropping more often because of that one Darkana. You are 2 levels away. I don't think the chests generally drop specialized weapons as much as I say that. Of course, now it drops it. Okay. Interesting. I'm assuming that's a Darkana chest, and normally it would probably drop a Darkana, but since we only have the one available to us, maybe it only would drop. Dude, come on, just... There we go. Alright. That's fully leveled up. I feel better now. Okay, we're at 20 minutes. It's not endless, right? This is one of my little pet peeves. They give you all the other, like, stats and stuff, but they still don't tell you how long the stage actually is. If you didn't see it in the... when you were selecting the stage, you're just screwed. You gotta play until the game tells you you're done, basically. At this point, it doesn't matter what we take. Oop. I guess that was our last Arcana. More Arcanas than normal? Interesting. None of them are really all that interesting. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds fun right now. Does getting the Darkanas give you access to more Arcanas when... Maybe? I don't know. Again, there are a lot of secrets in this game that I have missed over the last, like, year or two since last putting it down. And probably even before that, I just never... I don't read the updates generally, so... It's, it was like everybody got a speed boost. I guess maybe this is a 30-minute stage, just based off of how long this is taking. So there's really nothing else that we can evolve right now. So I guess just spinach, I don't know. I think the only thing that we can still evolve is the a la carte sword. And that's purely by just leveling it up more. Oh, nice. Now we have the a la carte sword. Yeah, because isn't a la carte sword is more like familiar, right? Not in like the same sense as the familiars in Symphony of the Night. Yeah, I'm guessing this is a 30-minute stage, just based off of the fact that it hasn't ended yet. We're still a little ways from getting that, so we'll save that one in case we need it. Yeah, unfortunately, Alucard's sword is kind of useless in this stage because it's left-right directional attack, not a up-down directional attack. Two away, one away, none away. Okay. Okay. Go ahead and do that. That did not evolve our weapon, which is big sad. Hopefully we don't have to wait for another one to drop in order to actually evolve. Out of the way. Saw first. Huh. Why can't we evolve it? Is there a particular reason, maybe? Because I don't know how much more dangerous this stage is going to get, I'm going to go ahead and just take the health for right now. Okay, I guess we just can't evolve into the shield, maybe. I'm curious why that would be an issue. Oh, okay. We're gonna have to do the a la carte shield at a later time. So in order to get it, and this is a whole reference to Symphony of the Night, you have to have all of your weapons evolved, and you have to have all of your passives maxed out. The whole gimmick of the shield is that you got it's like you can use other items with it, I believe, like all the other shields with it in Symphony of the Night. So, I guess we're just at a let's try not to die point of the run. And I don't know, maybe pick up some money while we're at it. Money is always nice. Save up for that one random character that's so expensive. It feels like the hordes are thinning out, though. Like, I could be wrong, but it feels that way. Oh, what the? Ooh. Can it just give you a random drop? Even if you're already maxed out? Maybe it's only passives that it can do that with. I don't know. These are new chests, obviously. We'll take that. They do feel like they've gotten a lot faster, though, compared to what they were. Give me that. Thank you. So I'm curious if the game starts you off, like normally if it would start you off with both a regular arcana and a darkana, or if it only starts you off with an arcana and you gotta play to get the darkana. These are all questions that I will find out in the upcoming parts, I'm sure. Man, I really wish I knew like how the proton bombs worked. Because sometimes it seems like they do a lot of damage and take them out all in one shot. Maybe it is damage based, and these enemies are just to a point where one cannot take them out in one shot. Thankfully, my defense and my my Laurels and my auto regen is keeping us alive at this point. To us. Remember back at the start of the run where we fear running into the horde of enemies, and now it's just like, oh, that tickles. Close to the end of the run here. Or at least I really hope so. This stage feels like it could have been a 20-minute stage, and it would have been fine. Just stun lock all the enemies. This was the bottom. I have no clue what's going on right now. I think we are getting hurt, though. Not by much, but... maybe not standing right in the middle. The horde of enemies would be a good idea. Ooh. Candy box. Is there anything in particular we want? Unfortunately, unless we get a second one of these, we're not going to be able to get 6 evolved weapons. So many options now. Is a little much. Let's see how long we can last. I don't know how many more of the, feels like they got a little speed boost again. Okay, there's the Red Death. Nope. Well, that's unfortunate. Yeah, why not? Ah, get off of me. Where's my... oh, you jerk. Okay, fine. Okay, be embraced by the Darkanas. Be embraced. Okay, sure. Yeah, yep. Alright, cool. We unlocked Maria. And we defeated 1,000 enemies with the Confidor. Cool. I am pretty satisfied with that. So, that being said, in the next part, we are going to be playing as Maria, and then I think we're going to try and do Mozzarella. I think I said that I was planning on doing it this part, but I was given recommendations to check this level out first, so yeah. I do sometimes take recommendations. I try to, at least. So if you have any recommendations for the future, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next part.